Good morning, YouTubers, family, and friends. John's having his morning swim this morning. Another beautiful day in the Philippines. I live northwestern Mindanao. I used my entire first retirement savings to build this swimming pool and tower, and bought a bunch of coconut land in my Filipino wife's name, of course, because foreigners can't own land by themselves, but my name is on the deed of all the land we've purchased here in the Philippines together as a married couple. So the deal is with that is if she ever passes away before me, I'll have to sign that property into a name of a Philippine national or my son, and that's what our plan obviously is to do. And some of the property is already in my 3-year-old son's name. So that's what I've done. At first, we bought this piece of property in 2015, the same year we were married. We're married over 8 years now, and we've planted all these flowers and garden here and all the fruit trees. And first we built this house. It's about a 3,000 square foot mansion. It has 5 bedrooms and 3 baths, and a lot of storage area in the basement. And the entire 3rd floor is all master bedroom and CR and shower. So that's our private domain, and then all our wonderful Philippine family lives in the main floor and the bottom floor. And we have about anywhere from 10 to 15 people. This week we have more than that because the coconut crew, harvesting crew, is here. And that's like a 7 to 10 day job of harvesting. We harvest. Good morning, Lizelle. Good morning. And we harvest 3 times per year the coconut. And here's one of our dwarf coconuts that we planted here, where they don't grow much higher than this, maybe 6 to 8 foot high, and then that's about the total that they grow. Unlike some of these other, see that really tall coconut over there? That's like 50 feet, maybe even 60 feet. So even this one right here, that's like 50 foot there. So these are much easier to get to. The only thing is with that, it's a lot easier for people to steal. So you got to make sure if you're planting the dwarf coconut that you keep a good eye on your property. So otherwise, especially in a province, if your livestock or your animals are way out, away from your eyes, sometimes they'll get stolen. So you really got to watch out for that. But just I was showing examples of all the fruit trees we have here. You know, we have the coconut, of course, and then this tree we planted, and this is mango tree. We haven't had any produced fruits on it yet, but this is like a 4-year-old mango tree. We have a couple others back there, but we also have mangosteen and lasuni and bananas, of course. You can see there's some lasuni on this tree still, many. They aren't quite ripe, but I don't know if you can see them. There you can see one. There's a big bunch right there. That's Lasuni. They're very delicious. They have a white inside also. There's a small banana tree right there. We have lemon trees here. We have some, these are native lemons, which I don't really like the taste of the native lemon. I like the smaller American lemon, but that's a lemon, native lemon. We use it for cooking, mostly the native lemon. But here, like I say, this is your banana tree. There's no bananas. This is a small one, still just now growing, but this one here is getting taller. And see, this is one of the old bananas. Once they produce bananas, then you cut them, and then they're just roots, and for the small ones to grow back. So yeah, many fruits, trees that we've planted over the years. Like I say, 2015 is when we first purchased this property, and then we built this function hall, maybe 2017 after the house was built. This was the second project, along with the store and the carport. That was 2017, 2018. Then 2019, January, we started this chef kitchen complex building. There's a kitchen, laundry facility, and a CR and changing room for the pool. But like I was saying, here's another fruit, papaya. That's your papaya tree. That's a female papaya, so it's wonderful. And then right next to it, we have this calamansi tree. Oh, it's a small lime, like limes, right? Just loaded with limes. Very delicious. And then we started building the tower in 2020. After the chef kitchen over there was done, and the tower was done in 2022, actually 2021, and then in 2022 we started building the pool, and that was done in June of 2022. So we actually started digging out the pool in 2021, but we finished it in 2022, June of. So yeah, that's the full project. Like I say, we built this little sorry store here in this carport in 2018, and it's if you have nice vehicles, you got to keep them in the shade. Absolutely got to keep them in the shade and out of the weather, out of the rain during the rainy season. So, and then this here, I had to make my last video. I kind of went through some of these trees last video, but I had to make it private because of the pig butchering. YouTube don't like to show pig butchering, so I had to make it private. So this here is a guava tree, lots of little guavas growing here, just going to be loaded. This year is the biggest harvest of all these fruits that I've ever seen. It's just amazing, all the massive harvest. It's almost like double this year compared to other years. Here's another example of the rambutan. Is a big box completely full of the rambutan fruit. Very delicious fruit, and inside it has a white juicy inside, just like that. Very juicy and delicious. You eat that meat there that surrounds the seed in the middle. So yeah, very delicious. And that's what I mean. It just, everything grows wild here. And if you want any of these fruits in your yard, just plant them, and within 3 to 5 years, you got depending on what the tree is, you got fruit. We planted this guava tree, and it's several little small trees around this coconut tree. And look at that, it's probably what, a 3-inch around base on the couple biggest ones there. That was like a year and a half. They've grown that big and they're producing that, just loaded with guava. So that's what I'm saying. It's crazy how things grow so quickly here, and you're not going to have any reason to starve ever in the Philippines, especially if you live in a rural province, if you have any kind of land whatsoever. You just have to tend to your properties. And then this one here, this is like 2-year-old avocado tree. The first year and a half it didn't do much, and this last 6 months has just been exploding bigger. So I can't wait for avocados, because that's one of the things you can have on a high protein, high fat diet, which I'm on now. So a lot of people call it the carnivore diet, or the keto carnivore diet. Absolutely wonderful, because it's the truth. It's the truth, and it's cheap. Only thing I have to pay for is the meat and the fat, like the butter and the eggs. That's it. I don't have to pay. I'm on no medication anymore. For 20 years, I worked in the oil field, and I had to take ibuprofen for aches and pains for the last 20 years. I'm off of that completely now. I don't need it on this diet, and I've been on this diet about a little more than 6 weeks now. I'm off my high blood medicine that I was on for 10 years. I'm off of everything. I've quit alcohol. Haven't had a beer or a drink for over 6 weeks. So yeah, all that stuff's poisoning your body, poisoning your system. When you get older, you really got to stop that stuff, because it even takes a higher toll on you, right? That's right. So do what you can to stay happy in the Philippines. There's no divorce, so there's no way your marriage can ever be destroyed by people that want to destroy your marriage. So, and want to take your freedoms away. So, marriage is a religious belief, and it's between a man and a woman and God, right? It's not between, it has nothing to do with government. It has nothing to do with anyone else's opinion. If they want to live a sinful life, going from woman to woman to woman, and say they love them and then abandon them through a divorce, that's up to them. That's freedom, right? It's your choice. But what I hate about these people, and God have mercy on their souls, is that they try to get people that love Christ Jesus, love their religion, and want to do what God says, and they try to destroy those things for everyone, right? And that's what the agents of evil do. They try to destroy other people's lives by telling them what to do. Especially they try to change their religion, and marriage is part of a religion. It's a belief system that God gave us. And that's the only way for a family to survive through the hard times, because Satan and evil knows that when hard times come, so many people are low faith, and there's so many worldly advantages of money, and putting law enforcement, forcing people to make payments of money, which is just like the betrayer of Jesus, right? One of the apostles, his name eludes me right now, but he was he sold Jesus for 30 pieces of silver to the authorities, right? Turned him in, and the only thing that was against Jesus was he loved God and didn't want to do the evils of what man said. And that's what we should all do too as Christians, is do what God says, not what man says, and die for what God has guided us to do from the Bible in his life. And be always good and kind to everyone, even the evil ones. Don't let them get away with what they're doing, but just witness to them of Christ, because it's all in God's hands. You really don't have any way to control a lot of things when it comes to that kind of stuff. Just care to you and your wife, your children. In the Philippines, you can do that because there's no divorce. Divorce is illegal. Article 15 in the Philippines Constitution prohibits and makes divorce illegal. So all these people trying to say that divorce is going to happen in the Philippines, it's all a bunch of evil lies, trying to persuade people, saying it's going to be the same as the U.S. and these other countries, which have destroyed their societies because of it. But it'll never happen in the Philippines because they'd have to repeal their constitution. And repealing articles of a constitution is almost impossible unless you get a complete government change through a massive war or takeover or something like that. That's the only way you're going to get a constitution to be repealed or abolished. So thank God for that the family is protected, because right now the way Article 15 reads is that the state protects the family at all costs. That's why this whole divorce bill talk, that's all it is talk. It's just evil getting into trying to persuade good people to change their minds about the principles of God. So anyways, beautiful day again this morning. Very busy here because we're starting our coconut harvest for the year, and we're at 7:47, 82 degrees, and that's the 2nd of October. So y'all have a wonderful day out there. Love you all, and just be careful. Be careful. Watch what you do and watch what you say. As foreigners, we really need to be careful and just be quiet about politics in the Philippines. Just stick to your guns of your faith, and other people of faith will surround you and support you and love you. And just watch out for these charlatans, especially these charlatans from the U.S. trying to change the laws and change the religious institutions like marriage in the Philippines. Please just, voice your faith, stand up for what's right against these charlatans from the U.S. like Mike's Philippine Retirement channel on YouTube. He's the one that started this by advocating there should be divorce in the Philippines, and I'm standing up for God, standing up for Christ Jesus, standing up for my family to protect what God has given us and what has been taken away in all the evil countries of the world that now permit divorce. Total destruction of the family is what brings down an entire country, and I just pray that it'll never change in the Philippines, and it's a high chance that it never will. So I'm happy of that. Thank you. So y'all have a good day today. That's it for today. This is Edward signing off. God bless you all. Bye-bye.